Hi, I'm Honor. I was a student at Chickenshed from 2014 through to 2017. And I think the biggest difference in education with Chickenshed is the way that you learn. And by that, I mean, when I applied for the course, I thought I was going to be doing a course, undertaking obviously the inclusive practice, but I didn't realise I would be in an inclusive setting with a mixed group of individuals. I was initially under the impression I would be taking the course on with what people don't like to use these days, and I hate the term really, mainstream individuals. And I thought it would be like a university degree teaching you how to be inclusive, and then following which you take it into an inclusive setting. So when I turned up at Chickenshed for the first day and I met everyone, I was taken back a little bit. I was like, I need to know how to be inclusive now. I need to put everything I already knew and what I was already invested in into that from day one. It wasn't a case of learning how to do it. And actually, I guess I was a bit apprehensive at first because I thought, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, down to the basics. And people don't like to talk about it. People don't like, they feel like they're, treading on eggshells a little bit, or they're saying the wrong thing. But to put it quite plainly, I didn't know how I should talk to somebody who couldn't respond in the same way I could, or if somebody was in a wheelchair, I didn't know whether I should say hello to them because I didn't know whether they could say hello back. And it's all those things you question at the time, and then you come to realise actually it was the best way to learn. It was like teaching a baby how to swim. They say you chuck them in the water and they can swim. That is how they learn. And I think that's exactly Chickenshed's approach. When you go to school, you don't have that. You talk about all these different situations and settings, and you're split up into sets, based on your ability. And actually, Chickenshed doesn't do that. You are all in one room, and you are all just as great as each other in many, many different ways. And you were helping each other, getting into groups and completing tasks. And you didn't realise that you were learning about inclusivity whilst you were already doing it. It sort of just becomes second nature, which is such a lovely, lovely thing. And I remember meeting a lovely lady called Lisa Marie, and I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning her. And I just froze for a minute, and I didn't quite know how to approach her, which is, when I look back on it, quite sad. And I do kick myself in the teeth because confident Honor would have just gone up and been like, "You're right, hello, nice to meet you." But I was scared about putting a foot wrong and saying the wrong thing and doing the wrong thing. But Lisa Marie is in a wheelchair, and she uses a monitor to communicate, and she's got buttons that she uses. And I never said hello. And looking back on it now, I mean, it's phenomenal. What Lisa Marie is currently doing is phenomenal. She's got an Instagram page that is going through the roof. She's such a glamorous queen. It is unreal. And I follow her and keep in contact with her, which is lovely. But that was definitely a lasting memory for me. About, this is it. This is real. This is what people go through on a daily basis. This is how people live, but they are no more or no less than myself or anybody else in that room. It is just a completely different experience and way of life. But the fact that Chickenshed made every single individual in that room feel at home was lovely, was such a lovely, warming feeling. And it didn't matter that I wasn't in a wheelchair and Lisa Marie was. We were both treated exactly the same. Which is really, really lovely, and you get to discover that from a very early point of your education. I think for most people, it makes people think twice, and for that reason makes people probably a better person, a more honest and open and just kinder natured. I definitely am, and I feel that if I hadn't gone to Chickenshed, I would be a very, very different person, and I think it definitely changed me for the better.